to kind of give you a little insight onto the situation we just dealt with a double broker. I'm sure all of you out here have dealt with double brokers, but I just want to kind of piggyback on what Big Vic was saying with what we have to deal with as carriers out here. Like he said, we got to worry about the brokers taking money from us, but on top of that, you got double brokering going on as well. So we already fussing and scratching and clawing for every dollar that we can get from regular brokers. And then on top of that, we got to deal with the double brokers that you got to fight with and risk not getting paid from. So the situation I just had from the last video, if you hadn't watched it, I was in Virginia. So I found a load that was picking up in North Carolina and going to Vero Beach, Florida. So I won't say the name of any brokers or anything like that because they do watch our videos, and I'll go over that in a little bit. But so I booked the load, and well, I called them the load. They were offering $1,300. It was like 700 and almost 750 miles. So $1,300. That's terrible. I did talk them up to $1,575. So that was right at about $2 a mile for that, and that would get me home for tonight, and then we can take it to Florida, the following day. And we always use Amazon to get back out of Florida, and the rates have actually been, pretty decent with Amazon lately. So talked them up to $1,575, and it was supposed to be 8,500 pounds. So of course that's costing more fuel. Then I get to the shipper, and it's actually, instead of it being 8,500 pounds, it's 9,521 pounds. So that's right at the max of what I can actually carry, and it may even be higher than that. So I'm actually gonna go to a weight station in a minute to see how much it actually is weighing. So that's another risk that we're taking as carriers. We already risking our lives out here for one, and not to mention you got fuel, insurance, truck payment, rental payments, you got to pay the mileage for that. So we're doing all this work, and the brokers already want their cut. And then on top of that, you got the double brokers wanting to get a cut out of that as well. So we doing all the work, but they want to get something for nothing. But anyway, so when I get there, they don't
keep left to stay on I-95 South.
They don't load box trucks, right? Let me cut the sound off on it. My bad. So they don't load box trucks with the forklift, which some people don't want that to happen anyway. But for safety reasons, they say they don't do it, which is no big deal. But now they bring it to the edge, and I got to actually load the truck. It was 9 pallets, a bunch of peanuts and stuff. So I loaded that. So I emailed a broker. I'm like, hey, this is the driver assist. So I asked for them to add $175 for the driver assist fee. He wouldn't even give me the full $175. He said $100, which was 9 pallets. So anytime I can get any money for driver assist, it's always a plus. But he wouldn't even, when I tell you how much they actually got this load for in a second, you'll see why I'm like, no, you couldn't even give me an extra $75 and give me the full $175 for this load. I mean, for the driver assist. So just to kind of keep the video short and get my point across, we found out the original broker based on the actual BOL, which is good, which sometimes they don't have it on there. In this case, they did. And I booked the load. They originally was offering $1,300 for the load. I talked them up to $1,575. Got another $100 for driver assist, which is $1,675. And I wanted to get more money because it was 1,000 pounds heavier than what we booked it for. But he told me to wait until after, I deliver. You know how they do, especially with double brokers. They get the BOL, and you'll never hear nothing from them. So anyway, we got in touch with the original broker. Man, they gave us $2,570 for this load. $2,570 for this load, and they double brokered it for offering $1,300 and was going to end up giving us $1,675. So you want to take $1,000, you want to make $1,000 off of doing nothing just because you can. So definitely got to watch out for these double brokers. I used to kind of avoid it, but now it's like a challenge. Now, if I can get at least $2 a mile from them and I'm going home, I'm satisfied with it. But we always try to find out who the original broker is, so we can go ahead and get that money, because it obviously was a good load if they felt like they could double broker it and the original broker get a piece and then they get a piece. So I'm about to go over here and weigh the truck to see, you know, see how much it is. We may be overweight. We're risking getting tickets and fines and stuff because of that. And he want to make $1,000 for doing nothing. But I'm gonna go ahead and get weighed real quick. I'll let you know how close we are to the weight. Maybe I can, I wanna see how much it is with the gas. Full tank, I know we can do 95.20. This was supposed to be 95.21, I believe. But I'll let you know in a second. All right, y'all, so real quick, I did go in there and get my scale ticket, and luckily, it's kind of faded, but hopefully you can see it. 25,480 pounds, so 520 pounds underweight, but I don't have a full tank of gas, so I know if we stay under 3/4 of the tank, then you know I won't be overweight. So, but you think that double broker cared anything about that? Not at all, because luckily they didn't have but 9 pallets ready, so the other 2 weren't ready. But if they were, I would have been way overweight, because that's what they signed up for. But luckily they couldn't find it, so we underweight, so that's good. And we got paid $25.70 on a load that we thought was gonna get paid $16.75 for, just by catching a double broker. So look for those things, like if they begging you for the BOL as soon as you pick up, that's a sign. If you can't factor with them on the when you look at DAT and it doesn't say factor this load, that's a key indicator. Of course, if they ask you to check in as a different carrier, which they didn't, but I looked at the BOL and it had a different carrier name on there, which in this case, luckily, it was the actual original broker. So we were able to you know, email them and get the load transferred over to us. It actually was a pretty simple process with this company. Once again, I won't mention any names, because these brokers do watch our videos. I know that because a broker actually put us on a do not load list because of a video that we had about them, and they didn't want any negative light shed on them, and they blocked us from being able to take loads. And we would call and they would hang up on us, and we didn't know why until we finally got somebody that actually explained to us what it was. And we had to call customer service, and we agreed to take the video down. They agreed to take that do not load off of our account so we can run loads with them. But I wish I could tell you who, but if you've been following the channel, you'll see where a video isn't there anymore. But like, comment, subscribe, man. I just wanted to come on here and kind of, like I said, piggyback on what a Big Vic TV said about how these brokers are being dirty and playing dirty, but also watch out for the double brokers, because they're playing even more dirty. So just watch out for that, man. Subscribe to the channel. Any questions you got for us, feel free to email us. We got consultations wide open for you if you need additional help, and check out that free knowledge series. I think you'll find some helpful information there as well. Until next time, man. Trucking and J's. I'm Devin. Peace.